Hi there. So I am looking at cards that were sent to me in an email. So this is a subscriber, one of my students or audience members, and he sent me a picture of the spread that he created in his home, which I believe is in India. Now, what we're going to talk about today is numbers and colors, which are, of course, important, but this is specific in that he really needs a job. So this is I am looking for a job reading. I am, as we say, going to go out on a limb. Out on a limb means I am going to take a chance. I am going to reveal a little bit more about how I read for private people, not at a party, not at a festival. So just know that there is going to be some intuition involved with this particular reading today. Now, you'll see the Sri Yantra pendant that is there. That is something that I keep in my box with my cards. You've seen in my videos that shell, that Arabic inlay shell box that I keep my cards in. But inside that box, this pendant is always there. And so it's the only symbol that I carry for sacred geometry. And I never wear it on my neck. I don't have that type of vanity, but I do treasure it as it was a gift from someone that I did a reading for a couple of years ago. Now, let's get into this. I am looking for a job. In the roots of our Tree of Life spread, we see the Four of Hearts. The trunk of tree is the Eight of Diamonds. The recent past branch is the Four of Spades. I call them swords. In the present moment is the Four of Clubs, which is the person that I'm doing the reading for. So this is him, which we call those clubs wands or a staff. And sometimes it's even like a shepherd's herding tool or a cane. Now, in the near future, we have the Ace of Clubs. So those are the three branches. In the blossom position, we have the Five of Diamonds. And in the fruit position, we have the King of Diamonds. The higher card, the sacred card, is the Eight of Hearts. I think that's absolutely beautiful, very affirming. So the roots are in the element of water because we have hearts, which is also cups, and it is red. And so we're on the feminine divine side of nurturing his job tree of life. So this is great to have four, which is like a building block, the beginning of the steps of the pyramid to get a job. And it is nurtured. It's not a 2, it's not a 1. It's getting there, which is great, especially with the Eight of Diamonds in the trunk of the tree, keeping this tree strong. So we know that diamonds are a shield of protection. Sometimes you see me put my hand up like stop, but it's also a safe guardianship. But we also have to be receptive. And so that's that infinity symbol 8 of I am protective of myself and strong, but also open and willing to talk more about myself. Getting a job is called tooting your own horn. So you have to have a balanced ego to be able to talk about yourself without sounding arrogant. So if I was going to give you a warning, I would warn you to not come off as arrogant. Now, in the recent past, we have the 4, and it's the black card. So we have the, red, red, then black, 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 and then 3 red. So a nice balance there, mostly red cards, which is very positive. And In the recent past, there was some attempts to get a job that just didn't work out. So there was talk about it. It maybe wasn't real solid. Nothing has worked yet is something that he told me in his email. I'm really trying, but nothing has worked yet. So that tells me that in the past, there was a cut, which because this is a sword as well, it just cut that off. So on to the next, because where we are now in the present moment is I'm ready, I'm building, I want to work, and there is a confidence there. I also sense an aggravated pitta dosha. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. He knows what it means. So you need to just cool off a little bit. Lay off the sauces. You need a little bit drier food. Spice is fine, but not too much moist, wet, saucy things. You're really into health. This is a health conscious person. I feel there's sometimes some indulgence. And so just know that if you want to stay calm and cool, just go ahead and cool that fire a little bit. It's great to have passion and interest and the gift of gab. The gift of gab means you're a talker, probably a good salesperson is my guess. So in the near future is the Ace of Clubs. And that's just like a lower energy card, no place to go but up because it represents one. It is work related, and I feel based on the other cards coming up that it may be that you get a lesser job first, a smaller job that is going to provide you the networking and the ability to move forward, because we see the 5 there in the blossom position, the 5 of diamonds. I think that this is going to create a connection. You're going to meet somebody, or somebody's going to tell you about somebody else or another job. There's going to be a way to go from one job to another job that might be more beneficial to you. So don't turn something down just because it seems like it's not perfect yet. It may be that it's going to take a little time, which is fine. We all have to earn money. So that's most important right now. With the 5 of diamonds in the blossom position, that is that wheel moving forward. We're up from a 4. We're getting into a 5. Diamonds, of course, is a little sparkle. We've got some money there. And maybe you've cooled off just a little bit. You are positive and charming. I also sense that you're very charming. But again, we don't want to smile too big. When you show the teeth too much, it comes off as somebody that that cannot be trusted. So all these things. I'm just saying this for the students as well, so that they understand that I do read into the person a little more. Some people call that psychic, whatever. We won't get into that right now. So there's the King of Diamonds in the fruit position, and it's a red card. So keep in mind that just because it's a masculine figure of a king doesn't mean it's a man. It could be a woman. And I feel in my heart and soul that the person that gives you the next job after the smaller job, the person that helps you get the job that you really want potentially is a business woman. And so these are modern times, and we have to get used to women in power. And, if it ends up being a man, that's great. I just wanted to mention that it's not always a man just because it's a king. A woman can be the leader of a business, especially since there seems to be an interest in health-related things. So enough about that. Let's go on to the 8 of Hearts. Isn't that lovely? We've got 4 and 4 and 4. We've got 2 8s. These are related numbers. These are equal numbers. They're in great positions. We've got the watery cups of nurturing receptiveness coming down from above, right down to the roots, right down through the middle of the tree. We've got diamonds balancing on either side, and both of them are in prosperity and higher positions. So I do sense that in the future, earning is going to be much better. We're coming out of a pandemic. You guys have had it really hard. Cheers to you for surviving. Let's just start there. And so I wish you all the best in finding a new job. I do feel that it's going to take a little bit of time, and that time will help you become a better person. Namaskar.